Welcome to the World United. Welcome to the World United.
So our next speaker is Tammie Horton, the original Phoenix speaker, coach, mental health advocate. And she's going to talk about Set Yourself on Fire. Tammie Horton is the CEO and founder of Phoenix Initiative, a company based in Canberra, Australia, that is dedicated to raising mental well-being around the world. This is done through mental health training and coaching in first aid, resilience, and recovery. She is an author, international speaker, and master instructor of the mental health first aid. Tammie has spoken at the Australasian and World Business Continuity Institute summits, rural and regional mental health symposium, and took the stage for 10X at the Speakers Tribe Global Conference. Tammie has trained hundreds of people across multiple industries throughout Australia. She's obsessed with preventing people who are experiencing poor mental health from ending up in mental health crises. After living through traumatic experiences, she figuratively set herself on fire and started her rebirth, rising from the ashes of a former life. She lives and breathes the principles of Phoenix so you can learn how to survive the game of life. Tammie has reinforced her lived experience with extensive studies in mental health practice and incorporates her love of playing the ukulele, drums, and all things mystical to promote social and emotional development. Tammie has seen the future of healthcare, mental care. She is dedicated to helping you overcome and evolve through adversity to build a culture of community, connection, and mental health. Presenting Tammie Horton, Set Yourself on Fire. Over to you, Tammie.
Thanks, Nancy, and welcome everyone from Canberra. This is my imagery, but I'm going to switch to my wings now. I have a ukulele and I am not afraid to use it. Kumbaya, anyone? And now, while today would be the most perfect of opportunities to sing Kumbaya, which was originally known as Come By Here, I'm not going to. So you're safe this time, maybe next time. But in all seriousness, the ukulele has been a part of my rebirth and it's helped me to connect back to something that has the power to change the world, which is music. But more on this later. Life is an infinite game, a quest filled with challenges and epic battles. Some of the players you know and others you don't. Some play by the rules, but most don't. But some of the toughest opponents we're going to face are the monsters in our heads, our inner demons, and who hasn't got them? But the torment and distress that these demons can cause can burn you up and destroy you. They can deliver you into darkness and despair and make you think you're at an end. They can also be the driving force to help you to transform your life and deliver you into a higher self. The choice is yours. The phoenix has been used throughout the ages as a metaphor for transformation. And for those of you who don't know what the phoenix is, it is a bird that is said to be invincible and immortal. And when it comes to the end of its natural life cycle, it builds itself a funeral pyre just before dawn and it sets itself on fire, allowing the next phoenix to rise from the ashes. So the end is just a beginning. So I identify with the phoenix because I rose from the ashes of a life filled with mental distress, abuse, and burnout. Depression, anxiety, self-loathing, worthlessness, and suicidal thoughts are the invisible wounds that I carry with me every day. Not a mark or bruise in sight. For 20 plus years, I tried to fix my husband, not realizing that I was a part of 1 in 4 women who experience emotional abuse every year. I felt like I was trapped in this cycle of saying, oh, no, it's not bad, minimizing his behavior, to craving love and affection and respect and just needing to get out. In 2013, I was coming to an end. I'd become an empty shell. My soul was just about extinguished. I'd reached a point of choice. I told my husband that I was leaving at the end of the year, thinking it was a good thing to let him know that I was, going to leave, that giving him advance notice. But oh boy, no, that was the wrong thing to do. It only escalated his behavior. And so in the early hours of the 10th of October 2013, he woke me up and then proceeded to attempt to take his life in front of me, blaming me for what he was doing. And I just rolled over and went back to sleep. Later that year, when I did finally leave and I reversed out of the driveway, leaving that life behind, I realized that I had become someone that I didn't recognize and I didn't want to be. My transformation had begun. So to get to where I am today, I had to identify what had gone on. I had to work out what needed to be burnt away. And so this is my pyre, and I spell it P-I-R-E, right? Who doesn't love a good acronym? So I have lots of them. So P-I-R-E. So this was the pain, the indignity, the regret, and the emotion from that time that could have kept me stuck and held back. So that's the stuff I had to burn away. Then I had to change this. I had to change my mindset and reframe all that negativity of the past, injecting positivity and rewriting the rules for my game of life. And I call this the fuel, P-H-U-E-L. What's that mean? Well, I took back the power that I'd given away. I created a vision of my future hero state. I unearthed my strengths, my skills, and my motivations. I energized my life by looking after my health with eating better, getting a little bit of exercise, and getting some good sleep. And then, of course, using a language that's positive and uplifting. And then the third stage of my Phoenix transformation, of course, was the fire, which I spell P-H-I-R-E. I love spelling stuff differently. Keeps people on their toes. But it's the fire. And this was and is about taking action. But it's action with a purpose and a vision and something that is true to my heart. And it's my heart, nobody else's. I set intentions, keeping that purpose and vision in mind, and I take risks. And part of that taking risks means facing my fears. And I also enjoy the process and the life that I'm creating. So those three ingredients, the pyre, the fuel, and the fire, are the things that have helped me to overcome that adversity that I experienced in the past, and what I use every day when I face challenges that everybody gets thrown. And I'll continue to use them into the future. And I keep reminding myself to be a phoenix. Now, what does it mean to be a phoenix? Well, again, it stands for something, right? PHYNIX. They're my life principles that I live by every day. And they stand for this. The P is for passionate. Live as if you're on fire from within. And this fire powers everything that you do. And it's the source of our finest moments. Joy, love, pride, even, sadness comes from this well of passion. So be passionate. H is for hopeful, because once you choose hope, anything is possible. And Viktor Frankl observed the power of hope when he was in concentration camps in World War II. And according to Frankl, hope is a choice and it is life-sustaining. So when everything is battling against you, one single act of internal defiance, that hanging on to hope, can counteract it all. Y is for young at heart. Be open to new opportunities and develop a beginner's mind. And who better embodies this than children? As they learn to walk, feed themselves, make mud pies, or build forts. As they create those amazing worlds for themselves where they become princesses or detectives or even superheroes. And they play. Now, Albert Einstein, who is one of the greatest minds of our time, said that playing is the highest form of research. So I challenge you to play more. Blow bubbles. Colour in. Even grab a hairbrush, turn up the tunes and rock out. Reconnect to that child that is still within you today and view the world through that child's eyes. The N stands for noetic. Trust your inner wisdom, you're wiser than you think. And now I can hear you all thinking, because I am a little bit psychic, that what the heck is noetic? The word got gifted to me and it means inner wisdom. And I believe that we are all connected by something bigger than all of us. In fact, it's part of what this festival is all about. This thing connects each and every living thing on the planet. And no matter what you call it, I call it the universe. I want you to have faith in the messages that it gives you. Don't allow your thinking, your fears, and your emotions extinguish the flame of insight that gets gifted to you from the cosmic consciousness. I is indomitable, strong, brave, and determined. And when I vision what this word looks like, I see a hero. I see someone who has strength of character. They know what they want. They fight for what they believe in, and they are courageous enough to face their fears. I see me. But more importantly, I see you. And the last one is X for extraordinary. Why fit in when you were born to stand out? Well, there is no one else on this planet quite like you. You are one of a kind, even if you're a twin or a triplet or a multiple. So please stop trying to compare yourself to other people, because nobody does what you do in the special way that you do it and in the way that you see the world. So it's time for you to embrace the person that you were born to be. So you are here now in this present moment because the universe has brought you here. And if you don't like the way your life's going, then you have a choice. You can keep doing what you're doing, getting the results that you're getting, or you can do something different. By truly embracing the self, the soul embodied life form that you are, creating the life that you want is entirely within your reach. But just like the phoenix, in order to be reborn, we have to set fire to the self of the past. So I want you to start your quest to find your inner phoenix and set yourself on fire. And I've got a little song to help you with that. So please excuse me just while I get to the chords, because otherwise I'm going to forget them. And if you need to connect with me, I'm on all the socials, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all that type of stuff. But please set yourself on fire and find your inner phoenix today. What are you willing to lose? You cover your wounds, but underneath them, a million voices in your head that whisper, stop now. Another twist of the knife, a turn of the screw, it's all in your mind, and it's fighting you on yourself, for change is coming. Well, then, what you gonna do now? It's all beliefs reflecting back to pull you down. So are you gonna die today? You'll make it out alive. Gotta cut the monster in your head and you'll fly, fly, phoenix, fly. Time to set yourself on fire. Go bury your demons, burn down those beliefs that phoenix fly. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tammie. Thank you for sharing your personal story. And mental health is such a huge thing, and I want to discuss it deeper with you in a few minutes. But thank you so much for sharing your story and the gift of music and of your voice. Thank you so much.
Lovely singing, Tammie. That was
I
beautiful.
know. And you know, I just love all your backgrounds, and just, you know, I think there is so much communication and so much that we are learning about you all through everything, not just, you know, your stories, but through your voice and through your backgrounds. And thank you so much for educating us.